What I wanted to talk to you about was the idea um, of who I am. I've been reading some books which tell me that, from Ramana Maharshi and other people, which tell me you're not all these things. You're not the body. You're not the mind. I've been trying to, and I see these things. And at the end, who am I left with? I'm left with just an image in my mind, and that goes too. And I can't.
Now, Nisargadatta made an approach one time, and he said, work through the process of elimination.
Yes, exactly.
Find out what you are not, and then what's left is who you are. Okay. Now, this works very well through the process of elimination. But during this process of elimination, you begin to discard many, many things, which is fine. But I have found that many people get scared, because as they start discarding, I am not my memory, I'm not my story, I'm not my past, I'm not my future, I'm not the body, I am not this. Well, what the heck am I? And then they can't get the feeling of it. I'm not saying that this is not a good approach. It is a good approach. But what I have found that really helps is that you are everything rather than you are. Okay, let me see it this way. When I began asking myself, who am I? I couldn't come up with an answer. And I kept asking it. I was very persistent because I had an experience with Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. This is a long time ago. And I kept this picture in mind.
Who am I? I'm nothing.
Of who am I?
Yeah.
And every time I asked it, there was no answer. And I kept saying, there's actually no one here in this moment. I don't know who I am. You see? And then it didn't occur to me until years later that this very feeling that I have no answer is the answer. Stay with me here. This is very important. Okay? And I'd like you to feel it now as we discuss this. So when I asked myself, who am I? I never reached a point of understanding anything, and I was frustrated, and I kept on and on and on and on and on, because this was his major approach. Who am I? And then one day it came to me in the form of grace, I guess, that no answer was the answer. For example, who am I? Duh. But then I relaxed. I relaxed the mind. I relaxed trying to find an answer. I relaxed to figure out what it could be. And then I found nothing. But in that nothing, I relaxed into it. I simply, let go. I've done it all these years and nothing happened. So just relax into it. Just be with that no answer. You see? And then it started coming to me. I am. I just am. I am not this or that. I am not time. I am not even an idea. So how can the mind ever come up with an answer? So I was left here, now. And then I came up with another question which really helped me. What am I? And then the what am I led me a little bit deeper, because it led me to that I am everything. I am aware of everything, and this awareness can go up to, it can take me beyond this universe. It can take me to another universe. I can be aware of anything. I am. And whatever I become aware of, there is an immediate thought process that comes with it, because the moment you're aware of something, you become it. This is sometimes referred to as the law of attraction. Okay? I am just awareness, and that awareness is itself pure, peaceful. I just am. Feel it now, please. Okay? You just are. I am peaceful. I am here. I am relaxed. just am. I just am. And then when I asked, what am I? It came to me that whatever this awareness focuses on, because I am always aware, whether sleeping or whatever state I'm in, the awareness is always there. That is the very nature of being. It's eternal. It is not born or die. But what I become aware of, what I personally become aware of, is a thought. And that thought, if I dwell on it, I become the thinker of that thought. The moment I become a thinker, because a thinker is an ego part of me, the moment that the thinker takes on, it becomes a belief. The moment it becomes a belief, it's an emotion in the body, and it becomes a reality to me. So are you beginning to see now how our body itself is this energy that came from awareness, what you're aware of?
Yes.
Just think of it this way, okay, Brian? And you're very intelligent, and I know that you can feel this. Every cell of your body is a memory. It's a cellular memory. This means, it's a DNA. This means that whatever you experienced in the past is in your body now. Everything, nothing is ever forgotten, but it's an unconscious part of you. You're not fully conscious of it. So it remains either subconscious or unconscious. Now there are three different states of mind. There's the conscious everyday mind, which we only use about 5 to 10%, the average person. Then we have the subconscious, which is, oh my gosh, 20, 30, 40 times more powerful than the conscious mind. The subconscious mind is exactly what makes us do what we do. It keeps the heart beating, digestion going, sympathetic, parasympathetic system, everything, the brain, everything function. And then we have the unconscious. The unconscious, there is nothing that it doesn't know. It can go beyond prehistory. The unconscious knows. The unconscious knows the origin of you as a body.
And that's the awareness.
And that's the no, that's not awareness yet. That's still mind. That's still mind. We're talking about the unconscious. So think of it this way, as an ocean. The surface of the ocean is the conscious mind.
Yeah.
When you look from the surface, you can still see below. You can still your feet dangling in the water.
Yeah.
That's the subconscious.
Yeah.
But then there's a depth which is very, very dark. It's another world. That's the unconscious.
Okay.
There are creatures in the deep, deep ocean that even Cousteau didn't know about. I mean, there's another world. Well, it's the same with our unconscious mind. But beyond these three phases of mind, there's another one, which that's called superconsciousness. Superconsciousness, sometimes referred to as mind, but it isn't a mind. Superconsciousness is pure awareness. Okay? And it existed prior mind, but you cannot, but again, you see, you cannot separate the four levels. Now when we talk about superconsciousness, unconscious, subconscious, and conscious mind, they figure, wow, all these divisions, so much to learn, but they're just different levels of motion. You see, everything comes from superconsciousness, and all the others come, and they take on a form. Because the ability, you have to see very clearly, the ability of thought is imaging. An image becomes a picture. A picture, when it's totally believed in, is actually seen. Okay? People who are very thirsty, walking the desert, can see a mirage and a fountain of water. Okay? So, and really believe, and they ran to it with tremendous energy, and then find it was just a mirage. So hallucination works on the same factor. Schizophrenics can actually see things we don't see.
That's right.
Okay? So what I am saying here is the mind, when it creates a thought, it actually creates its own reality. And that reality to that person is very, very real. Just as real as this couch, this body is next to this body right now. And it's all a manifestation of mind.